the city. Woo. And some of them are growing real high too, like past 6 foot high. Look at you. Solara. Choya. I haven't seen any organ pipe yet. But organ pipe, the difference between organ pipe and saguaros, when they get extra limbs, it's always off of the body. Organ pipe, when they get extra limbs coming out, it grows from the base of the plant. So it looks like it ends up looking like a big bush. Bunch of the organ pipe ones. Here's some right here. See, there's a saguaro, and then there's the organ pipe cactus right below it. Cool. Coolio. Ocotillos. I think ocotillos are my favorite. Look at these hanging right over the road. There's one over there on the other side with the big buds on them. That's what she said. I don't know, man. This must be heaven. This must be heaven. Look at it. Away from the visitor center, but it still looks like this. Woo! This is a beautiful campsite. Look at this. 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 And if you come here, remember to use your America the Beautiful Pass or your Parks Pass. Look at it, here's a bunch of Oregon pipe cactus right here. And it's 50% off, so it'll only be $10. You can't beat that. Past mine. Let's see. Somebody scammed. Oh, this is great, man. Look at this. Okay, now you can get out, Yuki. This is like a whole city full of sites, and none of them have electric, but they have water and a dump station here. And it tells you how big, you know, your RV is and stuff. Restrooms right there. Excellent. I think mine is the only one with the Acatillo that has blooms. Okay, here's a Oregon pipe cactus, and first time I ever got to see one, so let's check it out up close. You got little, ooh, those really would hurt if you ran into it. I can barely shake that. It's like little needles. But they say the difference between Oregon pipe and saguaros is when Oregon pipe ones want to have a new limb, they grow from the bottom. So like this one down here would be a new growth right there. There's one that was cut or something. But yeah, cool, right by the campsite too. So I got this campsite, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Oregon pipe cactuses growing in this area. Here's one over here that's like a younger one. Let's see. Well, here's one right here, the example. When it wants to have some more growth, there's the young part that come up right on the bottom. Same with this one. Same with this one. See, you got the 3 young ones at the bottom. And this is a very pretty one. Nice. And here's a older one, I assume, because it's so tall. It's about 15, 17 feet tall. Very cool, right outside of your camper, you know, to see something like that. Let's see. Let's see what else is over here. What is that, the trash? Bear-proof trash, yeah. One is aluminum cans and then regular trash. Cool. Oh, I guess the bears know how to not how to push the button. Come on. Very cool campsite. You need a rest, come on down here and get your campsite and then go explore the rest of the park. That's what we're gonna do. Right kind of camp, huh, Yuki? Ocotillo with the sun in the middle of it. Here's a big one. Biggest one I've seen. Pretty nice, man. I mean, this is site 163. But compare that big one out to this one right here. See? Nice. And here's some of your chollas. Look at that. They got some kind of fruit or something on the bottom of them. I imagine they bloom out also. But look at this one. He's just ready to jump on you. That's what they call him, a jumping cactus. This is a Oregon Pipe Cactus National Monument Campground. It's pretty cool. All the sites look like this. See like this. They all have a table, a charcoal grill, paved. They have water all over the place and flush toilets, but they do not have electricity here. So when you come here, you have to make sure that you've taken care of that. But it's just a beautiful campground now. And look at here. Here's some of the tent campgrounds. And look at this. They've got this, the gravel all marked right there for your tent. And they've even got fancy and raked it. after the last people left. Pretty nice, man. A lot of places won't bother doing that, you know. Here's some more of those garbage. Those, I call them bear proof, because you gotta squeeze the handle to open it. Let's check out this. I don't know what these are over here. Tent camping, I guess. Yeah, because there's like a square right there. Let's read it and see what it says. Ground tents only. This site reserved. Huh, okay. But it's a beautiful site for a tent. And look at this. Look at the site, the view you get. And you're going to have a sunset over this hill over here. And that hill is covered with saguaros and organ pipes. Don't get too close, John. Here's a place for a bigger tent, see? See this big square with the gravel is? And that's for a big tent, or maybe 2 medium or 2 smalls. But look at your view here. 20-foot high saguaro with the moon up there. There's another one over there. You look over here and there's a organ pipe. Ooh, there's a big one over here. Let's go look at it. Then you got a, I don't know if that's a barrel cactus or a saguaro that's a baby, but look at that. And the ocotillo, like about 15 foot high. Oh my goodness. I think this is going to easily be the biggest organ pipe cactus I've seen. It's huge. Wow. Look at that thing. It's beautiful. It's got the sun hitting it. See? Here's one that's this one is about 7 and 8 feet right here. But this one here is huge. Look at that. Hi, how are you? How are you? Look at this one's a monster, isn't it? Wow. Yep. This is easily the biggest organ pipe cactus I've ever seen. There's a couple more down here. Let's go walk to. Next thing you know, I walk around the whole park. Actually, no, that's very hard to do because there's like, I think something like 210 spaces here. This is 202 right here. Look at these. Look at these ocotillos. See that? So this is the tent only way out here. And it's nice and quiet out here too. Oh, I see, they say ground tent, and then you got like the tents on your vehicles and stuff. But here's another organ pipe cactus. Oh, they're just so beautiful in the sun. This is our camping spot right here. Beautiful. Yuki. Yes, this is one of the most beautiful campgrounds that I've ever seen. And we're just coming on sunset just now. Look at that. I'll take a picture of that. There we go. I love it when the ocotillos are all blooming and they're all like over 10, 15 feet. Here's one of those jumpers. Watch out. It's gonna jump on you. Here's an ocotillo right here. I don't want to walk out too far because I can't see snakes real easy now. Get away from that, Yuki. Come on. Even this green tree, I forgot what they're called, but even it looks cool in the light. Look at this. See it? It just lights up, huh? Let's go over here where these ocotillos are. Yeah, I just changed my mind all of a sudden. How about the snakes? Look at them. See them all? It's beautiful. Beautiful. And we're kind of in the shadow right here, but look what they really look like. See that one down there? Then right up here. Then look at these. See? They're all blooming. They're all pretty. This would be a great venue for a wedding, or just to have fun, show concert or something. But just imagine having a wedding here, and you can use that screen to show off your pictures and stuff. That would be awesome. Yeah, there's rows of seats. I can see them now. I know you guys can't see it, but oh, I'd say 200, 300 people. Also, benches over here too. See? Very cool. And look at the scene. Look at this giant saguaro. Beautiful. There we go. That is awesome, man. I'm telling you. Great idea. The movie theater. Well, we made it back to this place. This is the first bench area, so we don't have that much longer to go. I hope. There's another baby organ pipe one right in the middle of that bush. We're almost there, Yuki. There's a baby organ pipe cactus growing out in the wild here. Look at that. Nice, huh? About 3 foot high. Very cool. Here's an older one. Look how big that is. Let's take one more. We'll look at this campground. There's another restroom right there a couple aisles away. Let's see. There's handicap, space 149. Plenty of spaces where you don't have to worry about not having a place. There's one row that's just entirely tents. Not tents on trucks, but tents on the ground. There's another restroom. All the restrooms here are flush toilets, by the way, and have nice hot water in the sinks and stuff. There's no showers though, but there's electric plug-ins in the bathroom where you can use your shaver or hair dryer or whatever, you know. Let's go back around again. I don't mind driving around again because this is like one of the most beautiful campgrounds that I've ever been in, man. It's only $10 a night if you have your America the Beautiful pass. It's half price. If you get your America the Beautiful pass, then you don't need to pay the day pass, which is, I think it's $25 or $35. In fact, when the first thing they ask you when you come inside the whatchamacallit center, the guest center or whatever you call it, they say, do you have a America the Beautiful pass? You know, and then right away they take care of that, and then you don't have to pay the day pass. So it's pretty cool. And then every side has a big old concrete pad. It's all level and stuff, and none of them have electricity, but they have water, cold water all over the place in these spigots with the blue top on them. And they have a dump station also. So yeah, it's a pretty good deal. I'll drive through one more time. See, look at these. There's like the site that I stayed in, 115, it had like 4 or 5 of these organ pipe cactuses in it, plus a saguaro, big giant one, little one. Man, it was beautiful. When I come back here, I'm gonna go stay at site 115. I'll drive all the way down to the tent sites, okay? And another thing that was cool about this place is they have, this is unbelievable. They have their own amphitheater over here, and it's to the left. I don't know if you can see let me see, get past this tree. There we go. If you look out there, you'll see like a white screen. They have an amphitheater with a big giant white screen on it. How awesome would that be for, to have an event, say like a wedding or something, and then have that out there, and they've been having programs out there at 7:30, and they last about an hour or two. It's pretty neat. I've never seen a campground that has a big giant movie screen. Tent sites, no generators. And then you got this side over here, is you got the tent sites with whatever, I guess. And this is the trailhead for, you walk out in the desert a couple miles, you see this mine and a couple other things way out there that gives you an option of about 5 different things. See, here's a blue spigot with water. Nice and cold too. You walk around and you find one of those blue spigots and just go over there and splash your face with that water. This is the dump site. This is a dump site and somebody's out over there doing it, so. Trash. We continue on, and these are all mostly tent sites. I think these last 2 rows are tent sites, but they're pretty nice tent sites. They got big squares, but gravel filled squares. Sleepy Yuki, go to sleep. You walked a long way with Daddy, huh? There's another water thing. I want to stop and fill every jug I have with that water. There's another water spigot. Yeah, they don't have to worry about winter time where everything freezes or breaks. So, and there we go. So. We're on the outside, so there's 1 row, 2 rows of tent sites here. And you got 1, 2, 3, I don't know how many rows of the regular, but I do know there's like 210, I believe, 210 sites here. So yeah, it's a pretty huge place, And then they have one side toward the very beginning up here, and they call that the generator site, in case the people want to put their generators out and do their air or whatever they need to run their generator for. Then they have to follow a strict time in the morning and the afternoon to do it. There's a pretty organ pipe. See, the closer you get to the host house or whatever it is up here, and the more you see. Yeah. No, that had to be random though. This is beautiful though. It's beautiful, you guys. It's worth the drive to come out here. And then you're only like 4 miles from Mexico too. You want to go visit, but I don't know if there's anything out there. think that they definitely have a busy season, and right now it's just not a very busy season. But I think they do have one. Lots of places to hike, a lot of places to drive if you like four-wheel driving. So yeah, pretty cool place. Oregon Pipe Cactus National Monument. It should go ahead and be a national park, I guess. Look at these ocotillas here. Wow, and that view. Wow. Seat to herself, her own bowl of cold water right there, and the air on her. So I just think we took a 2-mile hike, so it's probably 4 miles total. And look at her little tiny legs; they're only like 9-10 inches long. And she had to walk a million more times than I did. So, and I'm tired as heck. I couldn't have made it if I didn't find this cane, this branch cane that I got. You know, those green trees, those right there. There was a part of a dead one, and I broke the branch off, and I used it as a cane to help me get back. Visitor center. I'm gonna see what's down this way. Puerto Blanco Drive. I heard that it goes for a little ways and turns into gravel and stuff, and then it gets real rough after a couple miles. But we'll just go over there and see what's up.